We are less than 3 hours away from the first presidential debate of this election season. Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump face off at 8 o'clock this evening right here on Fox 7. Poll numbers show the candidates almost tied at this point, but the debate could change that. Joining us now to talk about what we could see on stage tonight, GOP consultant Edward Getterman and Philip Martin with Progress Texas. Philip, beginning with you, what is the #1 thing that Hillary Clinton needs to do tonight?
I think Secretary Clinton needs to set the tone of this debate from the outset. It has to be her story to tell. She needs to have this debate on her terms. She's got the experience. She's done one-on-one debates before. She's faced hostile Republican Congress that are just coming after her question after question. She has the experience, and I think she knows what she needs to do to have a successful debate. She just has to make sure to push Trump's buttons a little bit, try to get under his skin, and see what happens from there.
Edward, on Donald Trump's side, what's the #1 priority for him tonight?
He has to avoid any blow-ups. Despite being outspent heavily all over the country, he's doing very well. So what he needs to avoid doing is handing his opponent any ammunition to use against him over the course of the next 2 months. He needs to come off as very calm, stable, and as a safe harbor in a storm for the people out there who are still looking for a safe option other than Hillary Clinton.
Philip, as far as Donald Trump, what would it take for it to be a total disaster for him tonight? How would he blow up?
Sure. I think if he loses his cool, I think if he lets Secretary Clinton get under his skin, start saying things off the cuff, things that have been unpopular, like he said in the past. And again, Secretary Clinton is qualified and capable debater. She's done this a lot. She's going to know just what to say to get at him. And he's never gone one-on-one in a debate before. It's a lot different debating one person than 5 or 6 or 10 other people. So for Trump, it's really a matter of can he keep his temper down, and that's just at minimum of what he needs to do. He also should try to appear presidential, and I hope we hold him to that standard.
And Edward, for Hillary Clinton, what are her big flaws and her big worries tonight? How could things go badly for her?
Her biggest problem is that she comes off, she has a difficult time relating to normal people. She comes off as trying too hard when she does so. She needs to avoid trying too hard. She needs to avoid being condescending. She needs to avoid giving an air of, looking down her nose at Donald Trump and by extension his supporters. On a grander scale, worst case scenario for her is that on live TV she has a 3 or 4 minute coughing fit that, one of these things that's happened to her lately or some other health issues. So, it's going to be very interesting to see. It's a debate that has more of an air of a prize fight than it does a debate between the two people who are the candidates to be the next president of the United States.
All right, well, then let's talk about tail of the tape. Philip, does one of the candidates have an advantage going into this?
Absolutely. I think Secretary Clinton's capable and qualified. Her experience with this definitely gives her an advantage. She's been in this setting. She's been in this environment. It can be hard. And I could only imagine how difficult it is before an audience of, they're saying over 100 million people, for her to, just push Trump around on the stage, and if he can respond well, I think it gives her an advantage because she's done this before and she's been there.
All right, Edward, do you agree that Hillary has the advantage tonight, or is it Trump, or is it anybody?
I agree she has the advantage from an experience perspective, but I actually think that the bar is a lot higher for her because of that experience, just because of the record that Trump has established over the last year and the things that people are used to him saying. The bar for him is very low. All he has to do is not say anything crazy and come off as semi-competent, and he's had a successful debate. She, just by her own experience and by her record over the last year and a half, not to mention the last 25, 30 years, has a much higher bar.
All righty. Well, it's going to be an interesting night indeed. Yeah. Philip, Edward, thank you both very much for coming by.
Yeah, thanks for having me.